Hola, Chicanos. Queen of Cups, okay. Imprisonment. Oh my goodness. Well, I have never. 9. Somebody to be investigated. Let's see. What are we dealing with? Divine Judgment. Dr. Death. There you are. I was just saying it's the longest period since I've had done Dr. Death's reading there, Dr. Death. His fellow Scorpios. Link me to Dr. Death and his fellow Scorpios, please, there. Holy Spirit. Loss, lack, and regret. Dies muchos. Wait, that's you. Cutting things out. 6. Could be dealing with a Gemini. Oh, a Gemini could definitely be a Queen of Swords. Somebody on your chopping block. On your operation table. Operation. Fixing that downtrodden. Here we go. Oh, 7. Somebody in illusions. That's your energy too, Dr. Death. You like to sometimes use your illusions to get people to take a leap of faith. Okay, Dr. Death and his fellow Scorpios. What should Dr. Death be aware of their Holy Spirit in the heart of this situation? You must have been busy lately. It is fall time, eh? Cheating, lying, and stealing. Wow, that should cheer you up. Here you go, Dr. Death. Your favorite. The master angler is in the boat. Wow. A fisher of men. Let's see here. What do we got in the challenge position? Waiting. Okay, you're in your tree stand waiting is the challenge. You're waiting for the prime moment there, Dr. Death. That adds up to 10 of completion, which is your signature. Let's get into the subatomic consciousness, Dr. Death. Ooh, more of your energy. Closing out cycles is what you got on your brain, is you're closing out cycles. It is fall time. You're putting the trees to sleep. It's time for them to go for their little nap time. Nap time, nap time. And then it's clean up time, clean up time. In the past you were celebrating the completion of a cycle. I'm guessing you do that quite a bit, Dr. Death. Let's get one in the present moment. You're being the honorable, slow, diligent knight as you show up a lot of times. Actually, when you're on this plane of existence, you show up as the honorable, diligent knight. Slow moving. Yes, you do move slow. You creep up on people sometimes there, Dr. Death. What do we got on the future? Opa. Let's see for Dr. Death and his fellow Scorpios. Yes, you're in judgment mode in the future. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm getting this as you judging. Not really judging. Some of us would see it that way. I'm thinking maybe you're working on an air sign. Because really, you're just doing what you're supposed to, right? Everybody has their allotted time. The bottom of the deck, illusions. Maybe some people are in illusions there, Dr. Death. Let's see, what do we got in the lens you've been looking through? Or the way you're influencing things, sorry. Okay, yeah, the way you're influencing things has people guarded, Dr. Death. A lot of people are guarded from you. Out of ignorance, I'm taking it. What do we got in the hopes and fears? 2. Okay. Well, hopes for you, Dr. Death, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're hoping something to do with Gemini. Maybe you're reforming a Gemini. Thank you, Spirit. You're doing it in a creative way. Maybe they don't even realize you're doing it. This adds up to 7. You're helping this person get forward, movement, gain control of their environment, and victory. Well, that's your hopes. The lens you be looking through is you are the Empress as you usually show up. This is the card that most describes you, Dr. Death, besides death itself. You are sitting on your throne, and all who come to you, you receive. There's nobody you turn away. Every single one of us on this rock right now will be received by you someday. Let's see here. What do we got in the environment? 6, yeah, victory. You're gaining victory, Dr. Death, in your environment. You've conquered your environment. You're a wise old sage. Adds up to 9 with the Empress right beside the 6 of Wands. You're getting victory. Either way, you always get victory, Dr. Death. I've never known you to lose. You're sending out messages, or you're receiving messages. Something quick is coming your way. Let's see. Could be something like that. Whatever it is gonna burden somebody. Whatever these messages coming out. Wow, that's a lot of fire. 3 in a row fire. We got the 6 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. What is that? That's 23 of Wands. This is like a fiery institution, possibly. This could be a whole institution under death fire. Let's see here. Let's get one more for outcome. This one. Wow, yeah, this is to close off the first layer with an ending, a painful ending at that. Wow, 10 burdens and 10 swords right beside each other. That's a really painful ending. This is maybe to take somebody out of their illusions, I'm getting, because you're not an illusion, Dr. Death. You're the one that places illusions on people when they need a little jump start sometimes. I got you. I never thought that. When you hear that, you think that it sounds very nefarious, but it's really not. Because you have good intentions, Dr. Death, when you place your illusions on others. This is like, you have 10 cups of love for spiritually upgrading people. This adds up to 11 balance. You want to keep people balanced. You're like the vulture. You balance the food chain. You clean up the mess. A lot of times. Let's see here. 7. Okay, the challenge is, well, not the challenge. This is like your fucking Christmas read here, Dr. Death, almost. Because right in the heart of the situation, we got cheating and lying and stealing, your favorite. Let's see here. How's Dr. Death's going to reform these would-be thieves? Oh, you're thinking practically. This could be a Capricorn who's trying to cheat and lie and steal. This could be the devil himself or herself, depending on which form he chooses to show himself to you. 8. Somebody strong. Could be a Leo. There's a lot of fire here, that's for sure. The challenge is to wait. You're waiting for the perfect, pristine moment for them to walk in front of your tree stand there. And your win at all costs, Dr. Death, is the challenge. Challenge. You could be challenged by somebody who wants to win at all costs, possibly a Leo, adds up to Leo again. Subconsciously, you're thinking about closing out a cycle. Surprise. Loss, lack, and regret dies mucho sweat. Yes, that's the byproduct usually of after you do this, Dr. Death. To us down here, anyway, it is. Yes, we believe it or not, as much as I know it's hard to believe, sometimes we get attached to people down here, and when they leave, when you go and ferry them off to their next endeavor, it hurts, stings sometimes. In the past, you caused a major tower through transformation. You transformed and celebrated to a tower here, adding up to 16. Presently, you're the honorable diligent knight, or you're dealing with one. This could be this Capricorn you're dealing with now. Okay, yeah, you're the Empress I'm taking. You've already showed up as the Empress. Yeah, you could be working on an honorable diligent knight and creating burdens for them to help balance them out. I know that doesn't sound very balancing, but it is actually. Because when people are forced with too many burdens, they have to go another path. And if somebody's hell-bent on going the same path over and over and over again and just creating a vicious loop and not achieving anything, sometimes you are given you give them a roadblock, let me put it that way, so they can't go the way they normally go. This adds up to 14, 15, the devil. This definitely could be a Capricorn you're dealing with, Dr. Death. In the future, this person could be under judgment. Maybe that's why. Maybe you're getting them ready so that they don't. It's not so harsh. The completion of a cycle. Ooh, 22. You're definitely completing an air sign cycle. I'm getting a Gemini's. Yeah, definitely. It could be somewhat of an emperor, of somebody in a high position. Maybe that's why they're showing up in your read. This could be somebody famous. They're very, very guarded from you. Maybe they know that you're on the hunt and that you're like the man tracker. You always get your man. And this is a passionate new. Maybe they've got a business opportunity that they've gotten. They're trying to hold on to that. That's the thing. Anything in this physical realm, you have to separate from when you get involved, Dr. Death. You can't take any of that shit with you, right? Hopes and fears, as you're hoping to be creative in all this, in this endeavor with this Gemini I'm getting. Let's see, what's this all about? Oh, blocked. Yeah, this person's strength could be blocked. Whatever their strength is that normally gets them by is being blocked right now. That could be this transformation. The lens you're looking through is you're the Empress. You're the Empress of the underworld. You are a master of your craft. This adds up to 13. Or no, sorry, 11. Justice. You're in justice mode right now. In your environment, you're getting victory. It's up to that, getting victory. Yeah, over cheating and lying and stealing. Adds up to 13. That's your jersey number, Dr. Death. How am I forgetting these cards here? 8 of Wands is you are mastered your craft. I'd say, oh my goodness. Yeah, you mastered watching. You were watching conflict on, okay, you were dealing, oh my God. These guys still, you're dealing with a group, a devil worshipping group. This is a group that's bound to the devil. 18, they keep a lot hidden for obvious reasons. And you've been watching them and creating conflict for them. This could be like a marriage group, like a group that is in like lust. They give into their lust, I'm getting off of this, like eye candy. You probably have to be good looking to get in, or feminine or something like that. Probably a bunch of old, greasy, old, stinky men who are supposedly enlightened and like to have like basically hookers in their enlightened temple there. I'm just guessing, Dr. Death. I don't really know, but that seems to be a pattern. We've got you're extremely burdening these people, and you're closing out their cycle in a painful way because they refuse to give into the real enlightenment. This is like they're gonna be broke in spirit and in this is like extremely burdened. The devil. You're basically letting the devil do what he. You're like the ship up at Pavilion's over, Big Red. It's time to wrap this one up. And he's like, okay. This is like a painful ending for all of them. They thought like, oh no, the devil was going to glorify us. He promised us this and that and this and that. Well, in case you didn't know, the devil's a liar. This is like you closing out this whole group cycle and keeping a lot hidden. You're doing it like ninja style. So I'll say no more about that, Dr. Death. You're bringing out cups of love to them, much like they did to other people, and like bringing in like, oh no, we're full of love and light, but really they weren't. So you're doing the same thing to them, an eye for an eye, tooth for tooth. This is like their happy home. You're trying to make a happy environment, community, and these people were marring it up, I'm getting. You're putting a 22 to them, that adds up to 22. Should Dr. Death be aware of their Holy Spirit? This one? Yeah, these motherfuckers are stressed right the fuck out. That's all you need to know. I think they know what's coming there, Dr. Death. So just send out your cup of love there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Have a good one, Dr.